More than 3 decades have passed since The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air first aired in 1990, bringing laughter, heart, and unforgettable moments to millions of viewers around the world. While the sitcom remains a timeless classic, the real lives of its cast tell a more complicated story. Behind the laughter and success, many of the actors have faced personal struggles, painful tragedies, and heartbreaking losses. As of 2025, their journeys reflect not only fame and triumph, but also the fragility of life and the heavy price of stardom. James Avery, born November 27, 1945, brought the role of Philip Banks to life in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1990 at age 45, leaving an indelible mark on audiences. As the dignified yet compassionate Uncle Phil Avery, portrayed a judge who embodied both authority and warmth, guiding his family with firm intelligence while protecting them with deep love, a balance that made the character the emotional core of the show. Off-screen, Avery's life was far more complex. Growing up in poverty in Atlantic City with a single mother after his father abandoned the family, he served in the Navy before pursuing literature and the arts. Despite his commanding presence and resonant voice, Hollywood often labeled him too intimidating for lead roles, typecasting him in authoritative characters, and keeping him from fulfilling his Shakespearean stage ambitions. After Fresh Prince Avery's opportunities were limited to voice work and minor television appearances, and he became known for tensions with younger colleagues. His long marriage to Barbara Avery faced public speculation about strain. In later years, Avery battled obesity, diabetes, kidney disease, and heart complications, ultimately passing away on December 31, 2013 in Glendale, California, at age 68 following open-heart surgery. His estate, valued at roughly $3 million, reflects a persistent career and underscores a poignant truth: a towering talent in American television was never fully recognized by Hollywood. Sherman Hemsley, born February 1, 1938, appeared on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1992 at age 52 first as Judge Carl Robertson, and later in a celebrated guest appearance as George Jefferson, the role that made him iconic. Hemsley brought with self-assurance and playful mischief to the screen, delighting viewers at every turn. Behind the charm, however, was a life marked by loneliness and struggle. Raised in poverty in Philadelphia by a single mother, he was introverted and shy until acting offered an outlet. Though the Jeffersons made him a household name, Hollywood largely confined him to George Jefferson, limiting career opportunities. Erratic behavior, including skipping shoots or avoiding the press, earned him a difficult reputation. His 1989 music album failed critically, further impacting his credibility. Hemsley never married or had children, maintained a private life, and faced rumors about his sexuality in a less tolerant era. He lived in seclusion, adhering to strict routines. Hemsley passed away on July 24, 2012 in El Paso, Texas, from superior vena cava syndrome caused by lung cancer at age 74. His estate, valued at $3 million, became mired in disputes between his manager and estranged relatives, overshadowing his legacy with legal battles. Yet for fans, his enduring laughter and the joy he brought to television remain his defining legacy. Virginia Capers, born September 22, 1925, appeared on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1990 at age 65 as Hattie Banks, the wise, outspoken grandmother whose Southern charm added depth and moral authority to the family. Though her screen time was limited, Capers left a lasting impression with her warmth and commanding presence. Off-screen, her life was marked by hardship. Born in South Carolina during the Great Depression, she grew up in poverty, facing racial discrimination and societal prejudice. Mocked for her deep voice and full figure, she fought an arduous path to the stage, eventually earning a Tony Award for Raisin. Despite her talent, she was often typecast in supporting roles and labeled difficult for advocating respect in scripts which limited opportunities. Her later ventures into film in the 1970s met with setbacks as she watched peers advance in roles she felt she deserved. Capers never married, lived privately, and devoted herself to social work, founding a performance company to create opportunities for Black artists despite financial challenges. She quietly faced illness in later years, passing away on May 6, 2004 in Los Angeles from pneumonia complications at age 78. Though her estate was modest, under $1 million, her enduring legacy lies in her impact on the Black performing arts community, a contribution Hollywood often overlooked. William Court, born July 8, 1936, appeared on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1990 at age 54 as Principal Wallace Thorvald, embodying the strict authority of an older generation and creating a stark contrast with Will Smith's free-spirited character. On-screen, Thorvald represented rigid order and tradition, highlighting generational tensions. Off-screen, Court's life was far less glamorous. Raised in El Paso in a broken family with an alcoholic father and frequently absent mother, he developed obsessive professionalism to mask insecurities. His career was built on steady supporting roles from Ghost and Heathers to television guest appearances, but he never reached the stage heights he sought. Frustration with Hollywood's exclusion of non-standard faces led to clashes with directors, compounded by whispers of alcoholism, gambling debts, and failed marriages. A promising recurring role lost over perceived inflexibility left a lasting wound. Court's private life involved chaotic relationships, estrangement from children, and solitude. Diagnosed with cancer in the early 1990s, he continued working until illness overtook him. William Court passed away on September 23, 1993 in Los Angeles at age 57. His estate remains unclear, but his memory reflects a talented actor whose life was overshadowed by personal struggles and Hollywood neglect. John Amos, born December 27, 1939, joined The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1994, at age 55, portraying Fred Wilkes Lisa's protective father and Will's skeptical future father-in-law. On-screen, Amos brought gravitas to Fred, blending strict authority with occasional humor, illustrating that Will's charm could not overshadow the expectations of an old-school patriarch. The role added dimension to the show's later seasons, introducing real-world conflict alongside comedic moments. Off-screen, Amos's life mirrored similar complexity. Raised in poverty in Newark, navigating a broken family and small stature, he developed resilience and dignity. His career was a mixture of acclaim and struggle, celebrated for roots, and leaving a mark on good times. He was also dismissed from the latter due to disagreements over formulaic scripts. His forthright, sometimes fiery personality often led him to decline roles that compromised his integrity, but also limited opportunities, reflecting his battles against racial bias and Hollywood hypocrisy. Personal life challenges included failed marriages, estrangement from his children, and legal and financial controversies. Health and financial difficulties in the 2000s further complicated his life. Amos passed away on August 21, 2024 in Los Angeles from congestive heart failure at age 84, leaving an estate estimated around $300,000, a modest sum relative to his on-screen legacy. Yet his influence endures, a man who confronted life boldly challenging norms and leaving Hollywood to debate whether he was difficult or simply authentic. Helen Page Camp, born December 27, 1930, appeared on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1990 at age 60 as Margaret Firth, a sharp, sophisticated upper-class woman whose subtle, sardonic humor exposed the pretensions of privilege. Camp's graceful, nuanced performance revealed vulnerability beneath elegance, captivating audiences with both wit and relatability. Her personal life, however, was marked by hardship. Growing up in Washington, D.C. during the Great Depression, she faced economic struggles and an emotionally distant father, fostering a lifelong drive for recognition. Her artistic career included extensive off-Broadway work, but she was often considered too eccentric for lead roles. Disputes with directors and rumors of a combative temperament led to professional setbacks. Camp experienced 2 failed marriages, one amid mutual infidelity, remained childless, and coped with periods of loneliness, sometimes reportedly using prescription medication. Friends described her as witty yet unpredictable, generous yet sharp, a complex figure behind her refined exterior. She passed away on August 1, 1991 from a stroke at age 60, leaving an estate under $500,000. Camp's enduring legacy lies in her ability to make every role memorable, commanding attention, and leaving a lasting impression despite personal disappointments. Will Smith, born September 25, 1968, made his breakthrough on television in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1990 at age 22, playing a fictionalized version of himself. The character's humor, charm, and emotional depth quickly became iconic, engaging audiences while masking personal pain. In reality, Smith's life has been equally complex. Growing up in a troubled household, he witnessed his father's abuse of his mother, relying on humor as a protective mechanism. Early financial struggles, including a $2.8 million IRS debt, threatened his career. Success brought scrutiny, rumors of controlling behavior, professional conflicts, and a turbulent marriage with Jada Pinkett Smith, highlighted by a disclosed extramarital relationship. In 2022, the Oscars incident with Chris Rock severely damaged his reputation, resulting in a 10-year Academy ban and the loss of major contracts. Despite personal and professional setbacks at age 56, Smith remains a dominant force in entertainment, with a net worth of approximately $350 million, including a thriving production company. His legacy, however, carries complexity, a celebrated actor and producer, shadowed by the challenges and controversies of his personal life. Tatiana Ali, born January 24, 1979, debuted on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1990 at age 11 as Ashley Banks, the sweet and shy cousin who matured on screen into a confident young woman. Ashley was beloved for her warmth, charm, and musical talent, providing a gentle counterpoint to the exuberance of other family members. Off-screen, Ali faced challenges growing up in North Belmore, New York, in an immigrant family, her father from Trinidad and mother from Panama, navigating prejudice and teasing related to her mixed heritage. She used performance to cope with insecurities, but her post-Fresh Prince music career struggled when albums failed commercially. A lawsuit against Warner Brothers over stolen ideas for The Real Show was dismissed, affecting her professional reputation. Despite graduating from Harvard, she balanced fame with academic pressure and navigated personal relationships with scrutiny. She married Professor Vaughn Rasberry, establishing family stability, while continuing to process the loss of James Avery, whom she regarded as a father figure. Now 46, Ali continues acting, advocating for social issues, and managing family life with a net worth of approximately $6 million, reflecting persistence and resilience in the entertainment industry, despite the challenges of Hollywood's demands. Alfonso Ribeiro, born September 21, 1971, joined The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1990 at age 19 to play Carlton Banks, the educated, self-righteous cousin whose rigid pride and iconic dance moves became a comedic counterpoint to Will. Carlton's awkward yet endearing personality made him a fan favorite, delivering memorable moments while reflecting the pressures of an affluent, imagined youth. Off-screen, Ribeiro faced significant challenges. Growing up in a modest Bronx household, he endured teasing for his physique and high energy, masking insecurities with constant performance. Early fame came from dancing with Michael Jackson in a Pepsi commercial, but typecasting as Carlton limited serious acting opportunities, leaving him to endure humiliating auditions and repeated rejection. Colleagues describe him as demanding and sometimes controlling, on set a defensive shell built from professional setbacks. His most public controversy occurred in 2018 when he sued Epic Games over the use of the Carlton dance in Fortnite. The dismissal of the case made him a subject of widespread ridicule. Ribeiro's personal life also had turbulence. A first divorce with Robin Stapler involved custody disputes and rumors of jealousy, though he later found stability with his second wife, Angela Unkrich. Despite challenges, Ribeiro reinvented himself through Dancing with the Stars and as host of America's Funniest Home Videos. Now 52, he remains active in entertainment with an estimated net worth of $7 million, continuing to captivate audiences with his talent and charm. Karen Parsons, born October 8, 1966, joined The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1990 at age 24 as Hilary Banks, the fashion-obsessed socialite whose inadvertent charm and comedic timing made her a 1990s cultural icon. On-screen, Hilary delivered memorable entertainment while subtly portraying the pressures faced by a young woman in a wealthy fictional family. Parsons' real life was shaped by upheaval. Raised in a multicultural Los Angeles household, she witnessed parental tension and her mother's multiple jobs to support the family. Teased at school for her lighter skin and awkward adolescence, Parsons developed sharp wit as both a defense mechanism and coping tool. Fame arrived quickly, but the role of Hilary also pigeonholed her in Hollywood, leading to missed opportunities in serious roles and rumors of a difficult temperament during script negotiations. A notable clash with producers seeking to exaggerate Hilary's character further emphasized her professional limitations. Personally, her first marriage ended amid allegations of infidelity and control issues, while her second marriage brought relative stability. She also faced the grief of losing close friends to illness and addiction. Now 58 Parsons has shifted focus to philanthropy through the Sweet Blackberry Foundation, honoring lesser-known Black historical figures, and developing children's literature emphasizing empowerment and social awareness. Her estimated net worth of $2 million comes from residuals, modest real estate and income from charitable and literary work, a contrast to Hillary's glamorous persona reflecting a meaningful post-Hollywood life. Daphne Maxwell Reid, born July 13, 1948, assumed the role of Vivian Banks in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1993 at age 45, replacing Janet Hubert and bringing a gentler, more elegant, and compassionate presence to the character. Reid's portrayal was quickly embraced by audiences, blending subtle humor with tension-soothing qualities that balanced the Banks household. Her upbringing in New York was shaped by social pressures and systemic barriers. She was the first Black woman on the cover of Glamour magazine and a Northwestern University homecoming queen, achievements earned despite discrimination. Early modeling work taught her to assert boundaries against exploitation. Hollywood presented new challenges after Hubert's departure, including backstage tensions over creative control and audience expectations. Reid's personal life included rumors of affairs, periods of separation from her husband Tim Reid, and the quiet balancing of fame and family responsibilities. Health concerns such as high blood pressure and stress episodes reminded her of the fragility of her entertainment career. Beyond acting, Reid devoted herself to design, photography, and charitable work. Now 77, she enjoys a fulfilling life of creativity and financial stability, with an estimated net worth of $2 million from real estate creative projects and long-term partnerships. Her story reflects resilience, quiet compromise, and strategic choices necessary to sustain a long-term presence in a challenging industry. Joseph Marcel, born August 18, 1948, debuted in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1990 at age 42 as Jeffrey Butler, the witty, astute, yet serious butler who provided humor and structure to the show. Jeffrey's subtle sarcasm and calm demeanor created interactions both humorous and profound, complementing the Banks family dynamic. Marcel's personal journey, however, included significant challenges. Born in St. Lucia and raised in London, he faced poverty, racism, and the isolation of immigrant life, cultivating discipline and introspection. Trained at the Royal Shakespeare Company, he encountered cultural clashes, salary disputes, and professional tension when transitioning to American sitcoms. While free from major scandals, his personal life included a failed marriage, with allegations of neglect, estranged children, and periods of depression following the decline of his career post-Fresh Prince. Professionally, he was typecast as the older, witty figure, limiting opportunities for serious lead roles. Stress and anxiety-related health issues added further obstacles. Now 76, Marcel remains active in theater, balancing performances in London with select U.S. appearances, maintaining discretion, careful financial management, and dignity. His estimated net worth of $1.5 million, accrued from decades of acting, stage work, and residuals, reflects a resilient career, cultural contribution, and prudent professionalism, even if his full talent was never fully recognized. Janet Hubert, born January 13, 1956 in Chicago, assumed the role of Vivian Banks in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1990 at age 34. Under her portrayal, Aunt Viv became a symbol of intelligence, authority, and poise, inspiring audiences with sharp wit and commanding screen presence. Off-screen, however, Hubert's life was marked by profound challenges. Raised in a broken home and abandoned by her father, she faced bullying due to her dark skin, developing a steel-like confidence to mask self-doubt and prolonged financial hardship. Hubert's promising Broadway career encountered obstacles in Hollywood, where racism and ageism often labeled her too strong for certain roles. Her infamous departure from Fresh Prince, compounded by Will Smith publicly calling her difficult, resulted in blacklisting and years without leading opportunities. Rumors of anger and arrogance further overshadowed her true talent. Behind the scenes, Hubert endured an abusive marriage, a pregnancy amid career turmoil, and battles with depression and bitterness. Personal hardships, broken relationships, estrangement from colleagues' health issues, and financial pressures made returning to Hollywood nearly impossible. A 2020 reconciliation with Smith revealed that her pain had been misunderstood and her career unfairly sabotaged. Now 69, Janet Hubert leads a quieter life, participating in select projects and advocating for mental health and resilience. Her net worth is estimated at $1 million, reflecting a career that might have soared if not for scandal, making her story one of Hollywood's most poignant cautionary tales. DJ Jazzy Jeff, born January 22, 1965 in Philadelphia, was 25 when he took on the role of Jazz in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1990. The goofy best friend constantly thrown out of the bank's mansion became a comedic icon, yet behind the laughter, Jeff Towns faced struggles that fame could not heal. Growing up in a working-class, crime-ridden neighborhood, he endured ridicule for choosing a DJ career over a real job, concealing insecurities through music. His career soared with DJ Jazzy Jeff and The Fresh Prince, earning Grammy Awards and platinum sales, but financial mismanagement once left him with only $500 in the bank. As hip-hop evolved in the 1990s, his clean style fell out of favor, and he gradually became overshadowed by Will Smith. Personally, Jeff navigated tumultuous relationships, parenting challenges, and the pressure to prove himself beyond the show. In 2020, he faced a near-death experience from COVID-19, while the deaths of friends and colleagues motivated him to mentor younger DJs and preserve his legacy. Now 60, DJ Jazzy Jeff continues touring, producing, and championing the DJ profession, ultimately recognized as a pioneer rather than a mere comic sidekick. His net worth is estimated between $2.5 million and $8.5 million, including music royalties, real estate, and business ventures. His story reveals the hidden struggles of a man celebrated for humor, yet quietly carrying deep scars from an industry that at times abandoned him. Ross Bagley, born December 5, 1988 in Los Angeles, was only 6 years old when he debuted as Nicholas "Nicky" Banks in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1994, the youngest and most endearing member of the Banks family. On screen, Nicky was mischievous, sweet, and often the highlight of joyful moments, yet for Bagley, early fame was overwhelming. His childhood was shaped by a demanding Hollywood schedule and personal challenges. Behind his charming facade, he struggled with typecasting and teasing from classmates who dubbed him the TV baby. After Fresh Prince and roles in The Little Rascals and Independence Day auditions dwindled as he aged, leaving him bitter over Hollywood's indifference. A major setback came after Independence Day when critics dismissed his performance as stiff, branding him a one-time phenomenon. Bagley gradually withdrew from Hollywood, shifting to DJing and odd jobs, seeking to escape the label of forgotten child star. His personal life included brief relationship struggles, adjusting to adulthood, and periods of financial instability as residuals declined. Today at 36, Bagley divides his time between DJ performances, real estate management, and family life. His net worth is estimated at $400,000, a modest sum reflecting a career interrupted by the fleeting nature of child stardom. Thank you for watching. Which character from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air left the greatest impression on you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and click the notification bell to stay updated on our next video.